Alright folks, so here I'm gonna show a special case for character design correction in what's happening here. This is annoying. Okay, so here I have to make a correction, sorry, in the muzzle, in the face, lower face of this character, because I've lost the proper curvature of the muzzle there. These face loops here, more like these ones, you see this from a top view here, orthogonal, we see that this curvature is fine, and it's often occurred to me that for some reason I can't get, probably I lack some experience in this adaptation of this, or how my characters from 2D will look in 3D space, right? And then this curvature often gets spiky, a bit like this, spikes here and spikes here. This comes right away from, if I try to model them spontaneously from the traditional front view, side view of a model sheet, 2D model sheet. But then, of course, that means I would require 3/4 model sheet, maybe 3/4 view, like something like that. One, that is full, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be a full quarter view, exactly in the center. 5, 6, 7, and this is the side view. So you see, if you count the steps, there are 7 steps. One is the 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the number exactly between 1 and 7, right? Then 5, 6, 7, and you see this is back to the frontal view, but now I'm orthogonal. This was always orthogonal, by the way. Yes, they swapped this thing in, or there's an option that we can do this in somewhere, navigation, orbit around selection, no, turn around track ball. Yeah, might be somewhere, I don't know folks. So here, anyway, so I have this curvature here that might look good in many angles, but when occasionally I rediscover that it was wrong. So it is angular here in some sense, but maybe it's a bit too much, and this is why I need to retake this into something more rounded, more like this here. And so this is why I'm gonna make this different technique here. It's boring, right? But it can help, because I'll sustain, because this is annoying me too much. I always edit this mesh while rigging, wave painting, and some other processes, and I end up losing the shape, so the original shape, and that happens. So here I have this temporary thing that I didn't know what to use for. It's a static ghost mesh. It is supposed to be wireframe, right? And I'm gonna use it. I already shaped it sort of a little more likely to what I would like to have, and I'm going to snap the face on it and apply a Shrinkwrap modifier to it, but only on certain faces that yeah, more like in the middle, not in the middle here, not so much in this or around here, the extremities. Yeah, it's more about the central vertex, not the jawline also. So it's just more about the flashy part here on the top. So here, let's try to do this. I hope that will work. So I already turned off some other shrink wrap stuff. So I will add I'll need a vertex group. So because the mouth here has another problem, so I'm not gonna it's dependent on some other setup of this rig, so I'm just gonna consider, yeah, maybe these ones. Okay, so it will be by vertices. So I'm gonna not use on the jawline. Alright, this will be, yeah, I'm gonna try to ignore this. And the center and whichever reach the lips. So this will be safer to work in this particular case. This is a jawline point, also this. So this seems to be fine. I'm going to wave paint that to Control X. This is a mask O shortcut that I've made. So Control X will paint, right mouse button click on wave paint mode, you access this, so you can do that, right? Very simple. Control X is the set wave operator. So for Blender 4 and beyond, I think it's this new shortcut. So here I'm going to use the shrink wrap, so it's disabled, so it's used. This is for the some other rig, so it doesn't matter, but since it's disabled, I just shift D here, temporary one. So I'm going to delete the target. I'm gonna use instead this other one, is the shield. Then I'm gonna change this to 0 and on surface, exactly on surface. This I'm gonna, it's an old one. I need to turn this into a vertex group. Wait. I think I've destroyed I've just destroyed a okay, my mistake. I'll fix that later. So maybe I can recover it from another file later. I'll find out. So instead, let's just delete this one. Not delete, suppress this. Then, and also, because I have a mirror modifier, it auto updates. So I need a new one, new group. So this will be mod Shrinkwrap muzzle shield, yeah, whatever. Then I'm going to Control X, yes, so unlock. And now I'm going to, well, actually we could do something here to smooth out these effects, right? So let's unlock here. Let's go on wave paint mode and let's use the wave smooth, and let's do the invert thing, expand or contract. Yeah, contract -1, more iteration, so you could have something like this, and the factor, yeah, the factor could be, the mask don't protect this if it expands, so this is an issue. So the mask was completely useless in this case. Then I think this is correct now. I don't see that this has, yeah, expanded anyhow, so I'm gonna, this selection doesn't matter anymore. Let's lock here and let's get here the temp. Now I can activate it and target the shield. And we see that it doesn't seem to be doing too much, because yeah, so the interesting thing is that I can keep this shield thing if I ever find the ideal condition, so then I can keep it for further things like that. And even this I can duplicate here and create some sort of muzzle shield like backup sealed shield. So, and here I turn this off, leave it like here, and usually, yeah, this will be always annoying, right? So maybe leave at the end. And here it's time to apply, right? But since I didn't like the adaptations, right? So probably I want to reedit this, and I'm going to yeah, it sort of gives a selection, maybe not exactly the original one. Yeah, the original one in this case. Then let's just mask here, and yeah, let's do this and see what happens. It's low poly, so it should be the way to go. So now I go on the mesh object, and let's, okay, if it was enabled, then when I do this, yes, so this is more likely. So now I will apply this one at this point, or maybe before everything, no, after the mirror modifier, but before the armature option, just in case. Modifier cannot be applied to a mesh with shape keys. Okay, this is not a problem. There is a add-on, I think it's extension at this point. It's the shape key skipper. So this is the shape key keeper, no. So this will allow to, so I'm not sure this is yeah, it's free, so it is working. All right, so in this, so object, go on object menu, then go on the bottom, it's very the bottom, and then apply chosen modifiers, keep shape keys. So this is just the Shrinkwrap temp, and there we go. So clean, right? And so here we got the mesh there that probably has adapted to the, yeah, they are sharing the same positioning, nearly so. Yeah, maybe not totally, but that's, yeah, the curvature seems to have been fixed. So I'll call this, yeah, I'm not gonna change this, so I know what is this, what's its functionality. So now I think that's nothing else to do here. It was applied, and I have a backup of it, and now I can hide this stuff. I don't want to be working with that, so now I can probably from this one just make some more adjustments, right, to the curvature. Why I can't, something seems to be locked here. No, it was not. Okay, so don't know what was that. And yeah, so here I finish this setup doing this organization. So this is a cool trick that can be useful for character designing in Blender, because you know there is this problem that we cannot lock the vertices in addition, or the mesh, or can hide, but it's not the same thing, right? Then we cannot see what is there, so it's not optimal. So this is why this idea can be very handy for certain cases. So that's it, folks.